579 damage. Wow, that's the biggest bash attack we've seen thus far. I haven't done a great job of keeping track of that, but it is a pretty sizable bash attack. And now I'm going to kill your friend. Hello, Mr. Bear. I will kill you and your friend too. I got a green swirl on you. I stabbed you in the back and your friend too. Hello, cave boy. You'll give me a lot of joy. So much joy you'd think that you're just a little toy. Now your friends are all gone, and this beautiful song of death is too. And now I will laugh like a maniac, because it was really funny. Oh, friends. Friends. Ah. Ah. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I should probably stop. That was a little bit disturbing even for me. Hey guys and gals, I'm Pal, and welcome back to Earthbound. Last time, I learned how to use Teleport Alpha in a whole new way. I used it to circumvent the troubles of drowning in a swamp. So it was essentially the Pegasus boots from Minish Cap. Love that Zelda game. It's so good. But this time, we're going to be going into the hole in the center of Stonehenge. There were a bunch of kidnappings recently. Apple Kid, Dr. Andronitz, Tony, and Sebastian from the Tessie Watching Club, and all signs point to it originating from the Stonehenge. So we're going to be going into that hole and seeing what things have in store for us. I did some things off screen between episodes. Well, first of all, I teleported back to Forside, got some ketchup packets, so now the magic truffle is useful again. I moved the Casey bat over to Ness's inventory, but I did not equip it, because this item has a gigantic chance of whiffing attacks. So it gives Ness an amazing attack stat, but it whiffs most of the time. So I'm not going to be equipping it, but I am going to be using it this episode. Paula, nothing much is different with her. I moved over Papu's bowl of rice gruel because it's actually a good item. Jeff, I got some more multi-bottle rockets for, I believe, and also equipped his new weapon, so that's nice. And Pooh, I got some bottle of DX waters for him so that he can spam his psychic abilities a little bit more freely, if just a little bit. So I'm feeling pretty good. This is a good inventory because, like I said, I'm doing things that I wasn't able to do in my first playthrough because I just didn't know as much about the game. So I'm learning about the game and honing my inventory to become a veteran Earthbound player. Let's use the eraser on the eraser and erase the eraser. Awesome. Try saying that sentence 10 times fast! Well, the first enemy of the Stonehenge base is the Mook Senior. We've seen a lot of Mooks, but we haven't seen the Senior yet. This enemy knows PSI Freeze Beta, which will do about, I think, 400 damage to anyone but Jeff. Jeff currently has the Rain Pendant equipped, meaning he's going to be taking literally no damage from it. So that's pretty cool. Let's just use physical attacks because it's weak to them on the Mook Senior and hopefully kill it in the first turn. A lot of damage, and yeah, that was enough. Good. That was just enough. Now, housed in this area are two things. One are Starmen. We saw one Starman Jr. in the first episode of Earthbound, but we never saw them again. In this area, they are common enemies. So we can see just how far we've progressed. We are officially now more powerful. Come on, teleport. Ah! Yes, got a green swirl. We are officially more powerful than Buzz, and it took us this long to become so, which is kind of impressive. Okay, the Starman, he's weak to pretty much everything. Just do bash attacks or psychic attacks, whatever you have more of, and just kill him. He does know psychic attacks, but they're not that bad, honestly. Look at that, he never got to attack. Now, one tip for the Starmen that helps me defeat them every single time is their attack pattern. What they do is, you can see, he teleported over near us. Not on top of us, he missed. So if you can bait out their teleport and make it so they don't teleport right on top of your party, you can dodge aside and then immediately attack them and get a green swirl almost every single time. This is a good thing. It's definitely a very good big boon. So if I can do that, I can do some things. But also, I did say there are two things housed within this area. Oh boy. This is actually pretty bad. Let's use this. Paula, you use this. Jeff, use that. And Pooh, you can use... Sure, why not? Why not? Let's try it. But the other thing housed within this area is a 1 in 128 item that I desperately want. In here is the Sword of Kings, held by a Starman Super, which we haven't seen yet. Now, the Starman Super are pretty powerful, but if I can equip the Casey Bat and then utilize the method of getting green swirls almost every single time, I can use that to almost insta-kill any of the Starmen. Paul's level is now 52, offense 1 by 2, speed 1 by 1, IQ 1 by 1, luck 1 by 1, HP 1 by 2, PP 1 by 5. Pooh's level is now 45, defense 1 by 1, HP 1 by 1, PP 1 by 2. So I'm going to be utilizing that to hopefully get the Sword of Kings. All of Jeff or Pooh's equipable items are pretty rare. Oh boy. Are pretty rare. But I would like to be getting them all just because I've never done it before, ever. Okay, so the priority for facing enemies in battle is Mooks first, Starman second, always. There's another enemy that kind of trumps this order, that you always want to have him die last, but I will encounter that when I come to it. It's pretty smooth. If you can follow the order of defeating enemies, it's actually a pretty easy area, although I need to point out that I am over-leveled. Every guide I've seen, which I haven't seen that many, but still, most of the guides I've seen say that Ness needs to be between levels 50 and 60, and the fact that I'm 55 is actually kind of high. Usually you're not supposed to be this high. I don't know why I am, just because maybe I always have the farming mode in the back of my mind, so I always want to get more experience, so maybe that's it. I always tend to be a little bit higher level than I should be in video games. So that's fine. It's par for my course. So that's okay. But as Earthbound is wrapping up, we're reaching the end game. We're in it right now. There are 2 Your Sanctuary locations left, if you remember, although we haven't seen one in a while. But there are 2 left, and after that, there's a little bit left. So Earthbound is coming to a close. Let's see. Let me look at this on the map. I need to go this way. Yeah, okay. I would like to give some of my thoughts about Earthbound. My first playthrough of the game was rather... It gave me a bad taste in my mouth whenever I thought about my playthrough of Earthbound, because I got stuck on Tucson for a long time. Also, that's a lot of damage. That's kind of bad. But it gave me a bad taste in my mouth. I got stuck in Tucson for a while. I actually got super farmed up in Peaceful Rest Valley, just because I was sick of being stuck. I wanted to fight some enemies, and I wanted to get a little bit overpowered so enemies would be easy. But still, me being stuck in Tucson for so long made me hesitant to do the rest of the game, because I thought, well, is this going to be par for the course? Am I going to be getting stuck this many times? And the answer was no. But still, I had that fear throughout the game, and so when I was looking at Earthbound, seeing if I should Let's Play it, it was actually a big factor. I almost didn't do it, just because I'm not an Earthbound veteran, and also I didn't want to get stuck or seem like I don't know what to do. Oh boy. Real quick, as a break, the Atomic Power Robot is the enemy that trumps the attack order. Always kill it last because it does self-destruct just like the Territorial Oak in Peaceful Rest Valley. Ness's level's now 56. Oh baby, offense 1 by 3, defense 1 by 1, speed 1 by 1, guts 1 by 2, vitality 1 by 2. Oh baby, luck 1 by 3, sweet! Maximum HP 1 by 27. Jeff's level's now 50, offense 1 by 1, HP 1 by 3. Going back to my story with a ton of interruptions, my goodness, but I have to get used to it. So when I decided to Let's Play this game, I was hesitant and actually pretty scared to start. I didn't want to start something that I couldn't finish, and I wasn't sure that I could finish Earthbound. But going through the game again, with experience, with a playthrough under my belt, I got it. I felt better. And that's something I've discovered about Earthbound. My first playthrough was pretty shaky. It didn't instantly become a smash hit. It wasn't immediately in my top 10 list of video games. But the second playthrough, this playthrough, was actually better. Pooh's level's now 46, offense 1 by 2, defense 1 by 1, HP 1 by 3, PP 1 by 1, Pooh realizes the power of life up gamma. And that's something I've heard from many Earthbound fans. Yeah, I suddenly froze there. But the more playthroughs you do, the better Earthbound gets, which is amazing, because not many games that I've ever seen are like that. Usually people play through a video game again so they can get the experience of when they played through it the first time. Earthbound is not like that. Every playthrough spawns its own unique experience, and that's what makes Earthbound great. The fact that it hardly ever gets old. If it gets old for someone, they're probably not talking to people, because if you talk to people, you're going to get some laughs, even if you remember what they're going to say. It's just a great game like that, and Earthbound has moved up in my top 10 list because of this Let's Play, and that I respect that about a game. Paul's level is now 53. Perfect timing. HP went up by 2. Okay. That's not one of Paul's level ups. Green swirl again. And an insta-kill. Hopefully we can get another insta-kill. We can? No? Okay. But yeah, I really do respect that about Earthbound. Okay. Oh, 2-star man. Oh, I got a green swirl anyway. Awesome. I'm still not insta-killing them. I should probably equip the Casey Bat so I do insta-kill them. So we're actually almost at the end of this labyrinth. I'm fighting a ton of enemies, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I'm still almost at the end of this labyrinth, which is saying something, because at the end of it, I will be trying to get the Sword of Kings, which... Oh boy, I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure how bad it is. I have seen people do it before, but... sometimes they got, quote-unquote, lucky. Other times it took them hours, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It's my first time. Pooh's level is now 47. Offense went up by 2. Oh, baby. Defense went up by 3. HP went up by 2. PP went up by 1. Okay, but actually, I went the wrong way, I think. Oh, wait. No, I'm good. I'm good. I need to take a... Oh, boy. Ness's level is now 57. IQ went up by 1, HP went up by 3, PB went up by 5. Jeff's level is now 51. Offense went up by 2, defense went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, luck went up by 1, HP went up by 2. Moving on. Hopefully I can avoid some enemies here. Yes, I got a green swirl. Ah, so many enemies. Way too many enemies that are getting me over-leveled, actually. I'm level 57 or something like that right now, and that's too high. That is too high for what I should be. I should be early 50s, and it's kind of concerning, because I don't want to be insta-killing everything, and I'm going to be getting the Sword of Kings, and that will put me up some levels, and I'm concerned about that. Though one thing I will probably do is, before I start in 128 hunting, I'm going to make a save state, and then, if I don't get it and I'm getting over-leveled, I can just bring the save state back, move around in the menus, because that scrambles up the game's random number generator, which is really, really nice that they did that, and then try again. Cup of life noodles inside, because I didn't have enough of those already. Oh boy. You know what? No, I don't have to do this. Equip the Casey Bat. It raises my offense by about 70. So, let's get a green swirl and kill some fools. Hello. Green swirl. This guy's gonna teleport into me, but I didn't insta-kill them. That's concerning. Paul's level is now 54. Speed went up by 1, IQ went up by 1, HP went up by 3, PP went up by 5. Paul realized the power of defense down Omega. Pooh's level is now 48. Oh baby, offense went up by 5. Oh baby, defense went up by 3. Oh baby, speed went up by 3. Guts went up by 1. Vitality went up by 2. IQ went up by 1. Luck went up by 1. Sweet, HP went up by 24. I am tired of level ups. I am really sick of them. I have gone up so many. I'm 57 with Ness. I'm too high. I am too overpowered right now, and I don't like it. I can't teleport. Oh, good. The Casey Bat's finally doing something. I equipped the Casey Bat just in case I needed to insta-kill some enemies, and that was the first one I did with that attack. Oh boy, you know what this area is? This is almost red swirl. Okay, this is where you farm for the Sword of Kings on this balcony. If you get the Sword of Kings, it will say it. If you get a bunch of experience, that means you destroyed a Starman Super, because they share the same sprites. If you get not very much, you just destroyed a normal Starman. But that was enough to put me to level 58. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 3, which is actually appreciated. It'll help me insta-kill enemies, and HP went up by 3. So, let's go ahead and speed this up. And meanwhile, I will, I don't know. I'll count how many battles I have to face. What on earth? What? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. That took maybe 10 minutes tops, if not less. Future Pal, on screen, right? Boop there. How long did that take? That is crazy. I got the Sword of Kings. I almost dropped it. I almost dropped it again. Increases your offense. Hoop-de-doo. Give to Pooh. Now, Pooh, you, good sir with the top hat. You have no top hat, but let's pretend you have a top hat. Take the Sword of Kings and cherish it forever. The Sword of Kings is actually one of the more simple items that Pooh can get, because it straight up just gives 30 offense. Well, that isn't bad, but, I mean, the Bracer of Kings granted immunity to, I think, paralysis, I think? So this is a pretty simple item, but I have the Sword of Kings. Awesome, and I am only level 59, so I got 2 levels there. That's crazy. I've never seen anyone get it that quickly. So, okay, broken harmonica inside, that upgrades into a weapon for Jeff, of course. Okay, let's go ahead and show this off. Come here, come here. One thing I found out is that sometimes they'll teleport to themselves, which is a little bit weird, but it's something that they'll do. So let's insta-kill it. It is possible to get multiple Swords of Kings. I doubt I'm ever going to do it, but I don't know, maybe on my way out I'll get one. Now, one thing that's interesting is that this is the only place in the game, I believe, that you can get Sword of Kings. I'm not going to commentate that because I've had too many level ups. Good level up, actually, though. Not bad. Okay, come here. I have the Casey Bat, so I'll unequip it after I'm done with this area. But if I can just fight Starman, then it's really easy. I just have to kind of do a little bit of dash dancing here, like that. Instantly, I now have an insta-kill, which is pretty cool. I'm so glad that the developers provided me with such an item, because if I didn't have the Casey Bat, oh man, it'd be so much harder to get the Sword of Kings. Now, one thing I should point out is that if you oh boy. So in this battle, I'll go ahead and show this just for funsies. If I defend with everyone and have Jeff spy on the Starman Super. If this Starman Super is a carrier of the Sword of Kings, Jeff will tell me, which is pretty cool. And if he isn't, then I'm just going to exit the battle. These guys will use their PSI magnets and their beams and stuff, but I don't really have anything to worry about. Okay, Starman Super, that. Okay, so he doesn't have it. So now I can try to escape. And this is a really easy way to not get powerful, because if I don't want to get a ton of levels, I won't fight anything. And while they're beefing themselves up, I'm going to try and run away. And hopefully I can. Yes, I did. Very easily. So that's one way to tell if they do have the Sword of Kings. But I got the Sword of Kings first time in my life. That's awesome. And this guy's about to teleport to me. Right there. Okay, don't hit me. Got a green swirl, and I'm going to insta-kill this guy too. This is fun. And it was really easy. Okay. Open the present. There's a PSI caramel inside. I'm not going to be holding on to that for long, because I have a better item. But now we're just going through this area. We're almost to the end of it, and I will show it this episode. Pooh's level is now 51. Offense 1 by 2, defense 1 by 1, luck 1 by 1, HP 1 by 3, PP 1 by 2. Pooh realizes the power of Shield Omega. Now, Pooh's item, the Sword of Kings, is not the only 1 in 128 item I'm going to be getting in this Let's Play. While I have gotten extremely fortunate with the drops, I've gotten so many 1 in 128 items this Let's Play that it's kind of insane. But I will be getting a couple others, because I believe one of Jeff's more powerful weapons is a 1 in 128 item. There are a couple equipable items that are, and I would like to try to get all of them, but it is going to be kind of difficult. Okay, Pooh got the exit mouse. I'm glad, because I could use that. Okay, so I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but it's not going to be much longer, because we're almost at the end of this, and I did speed up the Sword of Kings hunting, so it's not going to be that bad. If this episode is long, then it's long. I mean, I've done a great job of keeping episodes shorter. I don't want to fight this. So I feel like I can do a long episode pretty safely. Okay, let's look at my map. There's an item this way that I missed. I want to avoid as many enemies as I can, just because I don't want to become too powerful, and also I've had my fair share of enemies this episode, so let's just skip them and go about our merry business. There's a present here that contains a broken trumpet. I believe this upgrades or is fixed, and it becomes the defense shower, which is a defense spray, but it's used on the entire party. Not a bad item, but I probably won't use it. There are certain items that I've never seen Let's Players use for, like, Jeff and such, and now I've actually discovered why. And now that I think of it, I've actually left an item in Escargot Express because I wanted to use it on the boss in this area, but I will unfortunately not be able to use it. Okay, let's just kill this thing. I don't think this guy self-destructs. I think he just is slightly annoying. He looks pretty menacing, but he's not that bad, honestly. Yeah, look, he's dead. He didn't do anything. Like, he literally did no damage. Although that's partially because I'm level 60. Oh, baby! Offense 1 by 3, defense 1 by 1, oh, baby, speed 1 by 3, guts 1 by 2, vitality 1 by 1, luck 1 up by 2, HP 1 by 15, PP 1 by 1. Okay, let's get an insta-kill on this guy. Hello. Insta-kill! Boop! Da-da-da-da! Awesome. And another level for Jeff. I'm just raking in the levels. I am now obscenely over level. A Pixie's Bracelet. I am not sure what that does. The Pixie's Bracelet, it gives 60 defense and 10 luck, and it prevents hypnosis, which is not a status ailment that I see that often. But like I said last episode, I will do inventory stuff in between episodes, because I found that it's a little bit easier. Okay, I have a feeling that there's something up there. Let's see, is there something? If I can dodge some enemies here. Okay, there's just one enemy there, and he despawned. Thank you, man. And now I get the speed capsule. We're definitely giving that to Ness, because he needs to be much faster. Took the speed capsule, Ness drank it, and his speed went up by 1. Okay, just make sure that's on top of my inventory. I am going to heal up before I go into that door, because there are things in there that I don't want people who are younger than 12 to see. That made no sense. Alright, this party is maxed out. Jeff has the Sword of Kings, and now let's go through this door and see what lies inside the deep lair. Oh. Boy. I'm sorry, but did you guys pickle Mr. T? I'm pretty sure these guys pickled Mr. T. Can I buy that when this episode's over? Sorry. Okay. Oh no, can't see anything. Blur. Jeff. Where is Jeff? KO can breathe. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh no. Man, those guys are so funny. No problem here. Glub can't breathe. Next bloop. Next room. Can't last much longer. Okay, so these people are drowning. They're in test tubes. Well, they're also being pickled, which I wouldn't be interested in having some of pickled people. You guys didn't hear that from me. And there is the boss. This is the Starman Deluxe. You're just stronger. You're much stronger than our intelligence indicated. We were not prepared for that eventuality. The prophecy from the Apple of Enlightenment may be true, but you must not underestimate us. The Starman Deluxe attacked. The first thing that I will not use is any PSI abilities, because they will do massive damage back onto me. This guy starts with a PSI shield beta, which will reflect psychic attacks back at the attacker. So it would insta-kill my entire party if I were to use a PSI rock and gamma right now, which I don't want that to happen. So bash attacks are my best friend. And luckily Pooh just got the Sword of Kings, so his bash attacks will be all that more potent. So, I also have the multi-bottle rocket, which should finish this fight almost before it began. So, sorry, Starman Deluxe, but the eventuality of us coming is not what you should have been worried about. The eventuality of me having a multi-bottle rocket is what you should have worried about. Instantly killed the Starman Deluxe. Some people say that the multi-bottle rocket is an extremely cheap way of playing the game. I will agree, but also Jeff has not had a time to shine for most of the game, so when he shines, he really does. Paul's level is now 57. HP went up by 3, PP went up by 1. Paul realized the power of PSI Thunder Gamma. When you defeated the Starman Deluxe, the Stonehenge base ceased functioning. So now we should be able to free the people. And they freed themselves. Oh, Mr. T, I was going to buy you at the gift shop later. Oh, man. I was scared, but I knew I'd be saved if I courageously just sat there and waited long enough. That's what I thought, but I began to lose hope. I'm so glad you saved me after all. Kidnapped happy. Rescued. I give you ribbon. Saturn ribbon. Once again, next episode. Can I please get past you? Let me... Thank you. Rude, Mr. Saturn. I expected there would be about a 7% chance that you would rescue me. I just thought it was a good opportunity to meet Mr. Saturn. I also got to meet Dr. Andonuts. See you. What? You're looking for the book to Overcoming Shyness? I returned it to the Onnet Library. Please use the book to help the Shy Tenda tribe. Anyway, because I knew you, I had an incredible experience. Wow! I was kidnapped by some of Gyga's toadies. That is a pretty cool experience. Our friends are branching out and meeting new people. Mr. Saturn, get past me! Back to what I was saying. Since our imprisonment is now over, I want to start on the phase distorter as soon as possible. Oh, I almost forgot to thank you. Thank you. Don't worry about us. You've got important things to do. And Tony, man, we haven't seen you in a long time. Jeff, buddy. Oh me, oh my. You came to rescue me. Pal, hi! How you doing? Oh, Ness? Now, here's my question. Did I enter my name as Paladin or Pal? Because if I entered it as Paladin, that means he just straight up calls Jeff Pal. So he's calling Jeff me. Oh, Ness? I'm Tony. I'm Jeff's best friend. I've known him for the longest time. Good for you, bro. Also, I just realized something. When he called us in Summers and we gave him our name, that shouldn't have worked because we just had the receiver phone. I just thought of that. This is the happiest moment of my life. No matter what happens, I will live 10,000 years. Thanks for all you've done. I was kidnapped while milking a cow on my farm. I didn't think they'd get ransom for kidnapping little old me. That's interesting. So they wanted to research on Mr. T. I see. Also, he's wearing overalls, which is a cool touch. All right. Now, instead of going back through the Stonehenge base, the best thing I can do right now is just use the exit mouse. And where is it? Exit mouse? Exit mouse. Exit mouse. There he is. Hey, exit mouse. You are coming with me. And now we're outside the base. I've gotten everything I wanted to inside the Stonehenge base. I can no longer get a Sword of Kings inside there, but it doesn't matter, because I have one of my own. And it only took me like 8 minutes to do so, which is pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching, and next time, well, let's just give you a little teaser of what's going to happen. Teleport Alpha on it. I've gotten pretty good at Teleport Alpha, don't you think? You can just spin it in circles. In fact, there's literally no need for Teleport Beta, which Pooh knows, which does the same thing as spinning in circles. So, next time in PalPlays Earthbound, we're going to be getting some things in Onnet done. There is the library, or the book, Overcoming Shyness, that we need, but there's one more thing that I've been putting off for a long time. In Onnet, one thing that Ness can do with his money. More specifically, $7,500 of his money. So, I will see you guys next time for another PalPlays Earthbound. If you like this episode, then comment. If you didn't like this episode, then comment and tell me how I can make the next episode so that you would like it. Next time, we'll be doing those things, and I will see you guys for another PalPlays Earthbound. It's great to be back. See you guys then.